quite often on this show. Man, I want to talk. We got a special guest joining us right now. I got a chance to see him speak last night, and man, he is fired up and ready to go. We got a friend of the show, and we got Josh Stein joining us. What's going on?
Good morning.
What's going on, Josh? How you doing? How you doing,
great, man? How you doing?
I'm good, Reese. How are y'all?
Doing great.
We're doing great. We're doing great. I got a chance to see you last night. You were fired up, ready to go.
Well, you talked to 17,000 people who want a better future for this state and support your vision for where we should be going.
Yeah.
It's hard not to be fired up, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, man. I said this guy comes with his own fan club now.
Well, I tell you,
17,000 strong.
I tell you,
it
that's
was
strong right there.
It was amazing, man. Charlotte was amazing. Of course, Greensboro was amazing. In the same night, that's just phenomenal. Again, we're talking to Josh Stein, who's our current attorney general, but he's running for governor. Josh, why are you running for governor?
It's easy, Reese. Like you, like K-Mac, like Pam, I love the state. I mean, we're lucky to be North Carolinians. And I believe that everybody should have a fair shot at a brighter life, no matter where they live. And we can deliver that for people. We can deliver on the promise of North Carolina, because where you come from should never limit how far you can go in this life. And
That's powerful.
that means strong public schools. It means good jobs that pay money. It means affordable cost of living. It means beautiful nature, good environment, safe neighborhoods, and our personal freedoms respected. Like, let the government stay out of our doctor's office, out of our bedrooms, out of our wedding chapels. Just let people live their lives.
That's true. That's true. We are talking to friend of the show, Josh Stein, who's our current attorney general. But right now it's Josh Stein for North Carolina governor.
Right.
So my question would be, Josh, like, what makes you different from your opponent?
Pretty much everything.
That's funny.
He said everything.
Give me the top three.
You're right about that. I ain't gonna lie.
I have worked my whole life fighting for people, putting people first, and trying to do things for them. Whether as Attorney General it was tackling the opioid and fentanyl crisis, which we've talked about a lot on your show, or it was eliminating what had been the largest backlog of untested rape kits in the entire country, or prosecuting murderers, drug traffickers, rapists, putting them away for a long time to keep our neighborhoods safer. Or it's defending a woman's right to choose and everyone's right to vote when the Republican legislature is trying to make it harder for people to vote. And they're drawing legislative districts to discriminate against black voters and Democrats. And so all of those things I think are wrong. And so I've been putting people first. Mark Robinson, he just fights culture wars. And these are the job-killing culture wars. I remember when we were talking about HB2, and I think it was K-Mac. He said when he was somewhere, and somebody's like, "No, wait a minute! They're getting rid of the NCAA tournament and the NBA All-Star game. Now you're going a step too far."
That's right. The Tar Heels. You got to bring. That's right. You got. What about my heels?
you remember that?
That was a wild bet, but you remember
but it was true because we all suffered because the legislature decided to play these culture war games that just are about dividing us. They just want to divide us, make us angry and scared of each other.
Yeah.
And that's that's his lane. That's what he does. And it would be a disaster for North Carolina. Says awful things about people. I mean, just terrible things. Calls public school teachers wicked. He called public school teachers demons. Of course, says terrible things about gay people. He says women are not called to lead. Men are called to lead. And my guess is he doesn't know Kamala Harris, our vice president.
Exactly.
Apparently not.
That would be absolutely correct, man. We have the pleasure this morning of talking with the current Attorney General for the North Carolina, but now hopefully it'll be the future or the next governor of the state of North Carolina, Josh Stein. And Josh, just feeling the energy last night in that building, feeling the energy, from all of the speeches for everybody that was speaking. Now, you've been an attorney general in this state. Is this just a different energy that you see now from voters and people that are coming out to vote for North Carolina?
Yeah, it really is. I mean, honestly, the only thing that I can liken it to is 2008 when then Senator Obama was running for president. And you could just feel the energy, the excitement. People were like, I want to volunteer. I want to go take a shift. I want to make some phone calls. I want to knock on some doors. I want to hand out some literature. I want to post on social media. You know, people were raising their hands because they knew that it mattered, and they knew that if we all did our work, that it was possible to win. And Obama did win. I mean, he won by 14,000 votes, so it wasn't a blowout. But in '08, he won North Carolina. And I have that exact same vibe happening in this race with Vice President Harris. And honestly, I just think it's people are ready for a new generation. They're ready for something fresh, something that is forward-looking, something that's positive and optimistic, and it's inclusive. Like, she's talking not only to Democrats, she's talking to independents. She's talking to Republicans. You know, the former president, her opponent, he just is filled with grievance and anger and self-centeredness, and I think people want something better.
Yeah.
That's it. Before we let you go, I had one more thing I wanted you to expound on. I'm just going to say 3 words, and then you can tell me what that means to you. Ready, set, and save.
It's about helping families prepare their kids for a better future. You know, we just had start of school last few weeks, and the average family is spending like $600 per child to prepare that child for the school year, out of school expenses. So the Ready, Set, Save program does 3 things. One is it reinstates the sales tax weekend in August, so that just to give people a little bit of help on their expenses. It also gives teachers a $300 credit or voucher to spend on school supplies, because teachers spend like $1,300 to get their classrooms ready for students when we don't pay teachers enough. They're taking money out of their own pockets. So we should help them. And then the third thing is to have meals provided for breakfast and lunch to all school students in North Carolina, because the one student who we know is not going to be learning very much is the kid who's hungry. Because when you're hungry, you can't pay attention. You can't sit still. We want to make sure every kid's prepared and ready to learn, and then making sure that they have a healthy, nutritious meal is a great way to do that.
Oh, man, that's awesome. Again, we talked to Attorney General Josh Stein, running for governor of this great state. Now, Josh, you know, when you Attorney General, you just come in every year. We do the brackets.
That's right.
And we do. You come in, drop in, and hang out with us sometime. Now, when the positive thing happen next in a couple of months, don't be big time with us now. Like, you know, I got to call 100 people just to get you to call me back now.
Look, unfortunately, Reese, we've seen this play out before.
I know, so
you know what I mean?
We want to get you on record. Don't be big time with us when you become governor now.
Well, I think given Duke's recruiting class, there's no way I'm coming back on the show.
That's a good point. But we're going to be all right, though. The Hill's going to be okay, man.
Wait a minute, Josh. The last time we were in New Orleans.
Where's the center?
Matter of fact, Josh, that's a good point. I can pay center on this team. That's a very good point.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Josh, the last time we were in New Orleans, you know, we took a picture together.
That's right.
That didn't work out too well for me.
Yeah. A highlight of my adult life was that night.
I know.
Man, it's so much fun.
Josh, we appreciate wish you all the success, man. I think it's gonna happen. Thank you for giving us a little time, man. We appreciate you so much.
Thank you so much.
It's always good to be with you guys. Thank you so much.
Take care.